Welcome friends, this is Myra with Farm Fresh Designs 59. Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. I hope that you like and subscribe to my channel and make sure to hit the notifications button so that YouTube will notify you when I post my next video. I hope that you find some inspiration that you can use to make your own DIY projects at home. Today, what I'm working on are some DIY projects for Father's Day. The first project is just a little wood crate from Dollar Tree, and I'm painting it with Waverly's Crimson Chalk Paint. I'm painting the outside, the inside, and the bottom. And then what I'm doing is I am using a piece of decoupage paper. I've had it for a really long time, so I don't have a link to it. And it's just a picture of some different labels that you might see in a 1900s store. And this one is from a cabinet and furniture store. And it's got a lot of different pieces to it. And what I'm doing is I'm using my water pen to separate the part that I want to put on one part of the crate, but I also have some other pieces of it that I will use to put on the sides and on the back. But remember, the water pen is what you do is you paint around the part that you want to separate, and then even from there I tear off just a little bit more, and the water is just an easy way to separate it, and it just pulls out real easy. You can also use a paintbrush and a little bowl of water. The water pen is just something that I've had for a while. I'm also using Tim Holtz distressing ink, and this is like a little dabber that you can use to dab around the edges to make it look antique. What I really like about this little dabber is it has different ends that you can add to it. So if there might be a distressing ink that you like that's a little bit darker or a little bit lighter, or maybe even a ink that is more black or gray, and you can just replace it because they stick on with Velcro. And actually all I'm doing is just using a glue stick to attach it to the crate, because later on I will spray it with like a finishing spray. I use Dixie Belle Easy Peasy spray, and it's just a very quick drying spray that I use to put a clear sealer on it. And I actually didn't just distress the edges, I also put some distressing ink on the inside to make it look a little bit more antique, since the label is from like the 1900s. And here it is. I put some foam in it with some Spanish moss, and I took some different pieces of, or some different candy bars, and taped them to a larger popsicle stick, and then just stuck it on the inside. And then afterwards, after the father or the dad, or maybe your son that you give something to for Father's Day, eats the candy, then they've got a little box that they can put maybe their change in. This is another little wood crate from Dollar Tree. I use different IOD air dry clay molds, and this one is the larger alphabet, and I think it's called Victoria, and the smaller letters are from the mold called Harper. And the transfers come from the transfer book, the IOD book called Malot's Pages, and it's just some different transfers of some different fish. And I use the Waverly Moss Green to paint the molds. Now this is just some white chocolate that you can buy at Walmart, and I made some like little popsicles with it. I'm not sure if that's a good word for it, but it's little pieces of candy on actually a dowel instead of a popsicle stick. They didn't have green, so I used blue and green. And I also put foam inside of this box, and I wrapped those with saran wrap and put a little piece of twine around it. I didn't use Spanish moss because they're not sealed perfectly like the candy bars. But you can take the foam out of it later and then use that also for some change or your keys. And this is what they both look like together. So this is just something really quick that you can make for Father's Day. Now remember, you can also do this for any occasion. It doesn't just have to be for Father's Day, but I wanted to go ahead and help you start getting some little quick things together for Father's Day. We've got about a month before that happens. We've got Mother's Day coming up this weekend. You could also even do this for Mother's Day. It's just a quick little idea for a gift that you can give. So thanks again for watching today. Also, thank you so much for all of the views that you've been watching my other videos and all of the sweet, sweet comments that you've made on my previous videos. And thank you so much to Lisa from Our Shabby Cottage, who has been so sweet to help me with my YouTube channel. So friends, I will see you soon as I prepare for my next video and DIYs that will help to inspire you. Have a great day.